everybody, it's Rhonda here from Nelson's Soapery. Today let's go through our video, and in here I'm going to show you the things that you need to set up for a market, pop-up, or of course a vendor's event. And here I'm actually going to show a little bit of footage of me at Red Hill Market in Victoria. It's a super busy one. The footage I did was kind of at the end when it started to be a bit quiet because I didn't want to film too many people, of course. So what I'm doing in here is I'm actually showing you all the different things you need. So we're going to go to the shop first, and then from that we will also go into setting up at the market and kind of what you need and what makes sense. And look, there's a few things that you need to start with, but of course as you go along then maybe you can sort of update your props and things like that. But just to get started, obviously you need things like a marquee or a tent, some tables, you need some weights to hold down your marquee. Of course, I definitely suggest tablecloths, and there's a way that you can actually market it with your brand. Just use a Cricut and you can get some iron-on things for your Cricut machine, and then of course you can just iron it straight onto the tablecloth and you will have your branding on it. Or there are many other companies where you can actually pay for that, but for today we're trying to keep the cost down. Of course, we're trying to keep the budget down because doing markets is not cheap when you first start, because there's fees involved and so many things. But anyway, like I said, we're going off to Red Hill today, and what I will tell you is we did do quite a good market. We sold in Australian, so about $900 Australian money, which I guess is about 1100 US. So it was a good market today. Red Hill is always super busy with absolutely thousands of people coming through the door from 8 a.m. up until about 1 p.m. So like I said, let's get going. I'll show you exactly what we're doing. If you love my videos too, don't forget to click that subscribe button to see what I'm up to. And of course, always like my videos, because that way YouTube get to know whether you love it or you don't, and so on. So anyway, let's get going. So here we are, everybody, at Red Hill Market. It's in the outer suburbs but along the bay, so it's super busy. And here you can see my stall is really full. I have quite a lot of candles, a lot of levels, and then of course I have my diffusers, some body butter. I sell lots of body butter actually at the markets. At the end on the bottom is usually where I put the soap, although I am working on a new tray at the moment. Then a bit of soap whip up the top. I generally sell soap, body butter and candles. They're probably my best sellers at a market. Now I also make these signs that I've just shown you there. It has a picture and it also does have the prices discreetly written at the bottom. And then I did actually make that beautiful little soap display holder. So here Annie is of course again getting filmed for my video. Now here are my soaps at the bottom. I do sell a lot of them, as I said, and take all the lids off your candles, making sure that people can actually smell them all. And then basically once they're sold, I pop the lids on. Now here you can see around the edge, this is what it looks like at Red Hill. It has 3 lines like this going around 2 different ovals. So it is super busy. The cars at the back, and then of course at the front, is where we actually have our marquees and our tents. So this is the back part the customers don't see, but I thought I would show you. So I have the table at the back and just has all extra stock sitting under it with the cash tin there so that nobody sees that. Now here we're at Bunnings. These are basically the marquees that you can use. They're a couple $100. I actually choose to use this Coleman. It does have a UV heat protector and it's super good. Everyone tells me my marquee is much cooler than everyone else's, around the $229 mark, but I definitely do suggest this one. I really do like it. It's the second one of the same one I've had, and both of my daughters also have the same one. So like I said, it is definitely a really good marquee, worth the money as well. Now you can also get like little side ones as well. So these are just like little side walls that you can attach to the same particular marquee. All the different ones have the same kind of thing, and then they're really easy to set up. I set it up by myself. You can do a one person set this up really easy just by pushing it, pushing the little buttons. Now here of course we do have the tables. These tables are really needed for markets. They're about $60 roughly. And I use the one that's 1.8 meters, which I think it works out to be 6 feet across. And then these tablecloths are the ones that are sewn at the edge. They're amazing, perfect for those tables. They're about $20 in Australia, so really worth it. And the one thing I can suggest is definitely get these kind of tubs with lids on. I've used boxes and everything, but they're just not good enough. You want to be able to stack it up in your car. Now, here's also some false grass. You can pop that at the bottom if you have a muddy stall and you want the customers to come in. It definitely invites them in a bit more. And of course, don't forget your pegs for, your marquee. You really want some good ones. I personally like these. They just drill into the ground with a drill, and then you can pull them back out, and they are super, super strong. They're really, really good for markets. I really love them. Now, here are my displays. My husband actually made these out of chopping boards, so they are a really good way to display and create different levels and interest in your stall. Keeping them flat's not a great idea. So here you can see I've used my Cricut to actually label my tablecloth. Just adds a little bit more of a professional look at the end of the day, and it really does drag people in, because if you just have a table and everything's flat, there's no levels, no signage, people just don't think that you're very professional. They think you're new and they don't really trust it as much. I thought I'd quickly show you inside the car. My husband actually did make this little box where the marquee folds and sits inside, and then I can just put things on top. Also, at the end of the day, this is the bit no one loves, but I thought it's important to show you. I'm laughing because it's just so crazy. So this is inside my house, and it's just lined up everywhere. It's the bit I hate, but we've just got to undo everything, put it back on the shelf, make sure you go back into your inventory, see what you've got, what you don't, and update your website, because that makes it a bit messy if you don't. And it's literally all lined around, the front of my house. And then there you can see the front door, lounge room, and of course on these tables here. But this is a part of doing markets, so have fun, everyone. Love what you do. Make sure you sell lots and lots of things, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks so much. Bye for now.